And I believe,
We are on.
are we?
Yeah.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Did it come up?
Yeah, we are. We're good. We good. We good. Just hate that it's
Hmm?
so delayed.
Yeah, it is because it hasn't come up yet.
No, it's up. It's up on YouTube.
How come it's not?
So wait for a few people. I want to see. I wish we had told people we were coming on, but we really didn't know.
There you go.
We seem to be like, well,
There we
Joe's
are.
out. What?
There we
Here
are.
we are. We're there. Are
Yeah,
we there
I
yet?
found.
Are we
I
there
found
yet?
me.
Are we there yet? You found us?
I found me. I found
Joe's
me.
hours keep changing, his work days keep changing, his schedule
Yeah,
keeps changing. I don't mind coming on at night though. I mean, while the mouse is away, the cat will play. No, while the cat is away, the mouse will play. Yeah, I could get that right.
right,
And John's
right.
away. Wait a second. See, I prefer calling myself a cat. We said had it right the first time. Cat, cat. Nobody gets it. Can you say my name? Can you say Warrior Cat?
Warrior cat.
Wow.
You didn't think I could say it.
No, I didn't. Nobody else really says it. They seem to like stutter, but yet people from Brooklyn get it like right away.
Hmm.
But we shorten every name. It doesn't matter what your name is. Christine is Chris. Doesn't matter if you're a girl or boy. You know, Joseph is Joey or Joe. It's just Jonathan would be John, Johnny.
Right.
It just is. Or Giovanni or Yanni. That is right, actually.
Yeah.
It's Greek and Italian. Let's see, is anybody coming on? Are you sharing?
Yeah, I got two. Yeah, I did. Looks like maybe one got sent. So one person, it looks like maybe, I
Well,
don't know if that's me or you.
no, I'm not even on.
But anyways, hello.
Doesn't
Good
matter.
evening.
Does
Um,
not matter.
I wanted to come on because I can't get this trial out of my head.
He's like enthralled with
I
this
mean,
trial.
I'm so enthralled.
What's
It
it
just
again? Young Thug? Young.
Yeah, the Young Thug trial in Georgia because it's in Fulton County, which is um Fannie Willis's county. She's the head DA of that county. And that judge is the head judge in that county. And boy, is he just crooked as all get out.
Crooked as all get up.
Well, that's how my dad would put it. So that's where I get that from.
You think you're talking to a person on the street? My father would say it like that. I'm
Yeah,
not someone from the street. From the gutter. From the gutter.
yeah,
I don't know if other places have gutters. Do you know what well, you know what a gutter is, right?
yeah, I did. Yeah,
What
we
would
have
you call a
gutters.
gutter?
We have gutters here.
Yeah, but what would you call it? You would call it like a grading system for water is a gutter?
Well, it's still, well, our gutters, the way I look at it is the side of the street, because we have the curbs, so that right at the bottom of the curb, right before it hits the street, it would be the gutter. That's where the water runs.
Where the water runs.
There are holes, where the water runs into,
Right.
and then they take that water runs down to the river. That's how it works here.
So one time it must be, well, probably still today, it must be such a disgusting because the
Mhm.
gutter would be like garbage to us, like in the gutter.
Yeah.
It
Well,
means what
yeah,
it means, but it's like also
yeah,
like in the street, dirty,
right.
the
I
gutter.
get you.
Or even in bowling, if you
Same
get a gutter
thing.
ball,
Same
right?
thing. Yeah.
So I don't know, it's just
Same
weird.
thing. The same thing here. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
There are different wordings for different things in different states.
In different parts of the country. Yes. And they mean
I think
two different
stately.
things also. So yeah, I get it.
Okay, let's see.
Might have to get up here in a second to make coffee because it's
I'm gonna
just
ask.
getting done. So, but anyways, what I wanted to say was that this trial is just it's just it. I'll tell you, it's what all the people have been complaining about in the judicial system, how they take stuff and they twist it and turn it, and this is how they're putting innocent people in prison for very long periods of time because they need a conviction.
Tell
Their
tell them
trial.
tell them from the beginning about this trial, Joe.
It's okay. So it's the gang leader. He's Young Thug of the group. What is it? It's YSL, right? Which means Young
Young
Slime.
Slime.
Yeah, it's so weird. I don't know how it gets that, but he's on trial for supposedly there's some kind of murdering going on, a string of murders from this gang in Fulton County, where Fannie Willis is the DA. But so they're blaming everything on Young Thug, who is supposedly the gang's leader. Okay, so they're trying to pin all the murders on him, and they're getting his gang members to tell on him and say that he's the one doing it. But why would their gang members tell on him?
Wait, they're making the other
They're
gang
making
leaders tell
they're telling
on.
him, you will, if you don't, we're going to put you in jail. You have to testify against him. And I want you to say this, and I want you to say that. And they're making these guys say this thing, what they want them to say so that they can convict this guy. The one guy is what is his name? His name is Little Woody.
Yeah, you were talking
Yeah.
about
He
Woody.
said he
I
said
dated a guy named Woody, by the way.
well, this guy
He's my
said that
sister's friend.
I would have said anything. I would have said anything they told me to say because they were threatening to put me in jail. The
Mm.
cops were threatening him. The lawyer was threatening him. The judge threatened him. They took him in that meeting. What did they say in that meeting, that private meeting between
Oh,
the
that's right. I
prosecution?
remember you talking about that a few
Yeah,
days
the
back.
prosecution, him. And that's what
But the
that's how Young
judge, the
Thug.
key witness, and the
And the
prosecutor
right.
all had a private meeting. And
hmm
when the other lawyer knew about it,
he caught wind of it, and then he asked, "Why wasn't I told?" The judge said,
isn't
"Hey,
that like
you
a
better tell me who
crime in
told you,
itself?
and if you don't, I'm going to put you in contempt of court." And so he did, and now this guy has to
That's a
spend his
crime.
weekends in jail every weekend. This
That's
Steele
abusing his
guy
power.
has to go to jail for the weekend until next month, I think, or no,
But he
September.
has the right to plead the fifth. I mean, that's the criminal.
That
The judge is a criminal in
exactly
this
the
case.
judge. What this judge has done is illegal.
Right.
There's two different. You can't have both ways. But he charged him with contempt of court. There's two different contempts of court, and he mixed both of them so that he could keep him in jail for all this period of time on weekends. So he
Right.
violated his rights. That's all that these people seem to do is violate everybody's right. Then another guy, they pulled in another guy. They don't say who this guy is, but they pulled him in, and he's just going, "Hey man, I don't know anything, man. I'm all messed up from Molly's. Yeah, I don't know nothing. Hey, am I on trial? Judge, can I leave?" And they tried, "No, you have to stay here and answer the question." And he goes, "Oh, I don't know anything. I can't remember nothing." I don't blame the guy. I mean, you can't ask some guy to go and ask to be killed because that's basically what he's doing.
These these gangs, they're just not as sophisticated as they used to be, and they
No,
can't keep up with the technology. So it's like, I mean, they're really,
they all got guns.
this isn't like Ocean's 11. These are like these
True.
are the kids that have no education pretty much,
They're
or
not very
they
smart. I
wouldn't.
give
They
them
do not turn on each other though. They are not rats because they know being a
that.
rat is just like
Right.
the worst thing in the world.
Right. They do
But
not turn on
otherwise,
each other. You are right.
yeah, no, they're not going to turn on each other. But otherwise, they just have no sophistication like back in the day. I mean,
Right.
even like me growing up in the 80s, it was little, we had some education. We still went to school. A lot of us went to school,
Mhm.
I remember.
Well, the witnesses are saying that they made everything up. They
The
made it
witnesses are
all up.
saying that
Yeah,
that
that's
they
what they're saying now. I made it all up. Ain't none of that happened. They told me to say it. The judge told me to say it. The prosecutor told me to say it. The cops told me to say it. I would have done anything to stay out of jail. I got a wife and kids. That's all
is that the
coming
key
out now.
witness?
Huh?
Is that the key witness?
Yeah, both these are the key witnesses.
And they don't
And
say
they
his
also
name, do
said,
they?
yeah, I don't know how true this is. I don't know how true it is, but I didn't watch, I didn't look at it, but there's in the wind that the judge is actually sleeping with the prosecutor. So
Well, there goes
it's like, come
the
on,
one for
one
the
more
soap
thing.
opera
Come on, stop this
to make it a
freaking
drama
madness
now.
already. That's what I say. Stop the damn madness. We can't handle it. It's too much.
Joseph says
Killing
hello,
us.
by the way,
Yeah. Who?
in the chat.
Oh, hello.
Our buddy, our buddy from Texas.
Hmm.
Well, I don't know. I
Oh,
hope I don't know. This is too much, and that's Fatty Willis's district. All right.
mhm. Yeah. Our district. It's just like
Dominoes
one.
are crumbling. They're
Yeah.
falling.
Yeah. The truth always comes out. Lies never stand. Lies never, ever, ever stand.
Like you can't, you forget your lies. And then,
That's right.
especially when you're under oath and such, that's why they pick actors to do certain things.
Yeah. Yep. And this,
Speaking of
this,
which,
speaking of which,
what did you say
next
about the debate?
next week,
Yeah,
they're
it's
they're
a week
they're
from
they're
today, I
saying
think.
that Joe Biden's going to surprise everybody. What are they going to do? Put an actor in? You know damn well it ain't going to be Joe Biden answering them questions. I guarantee you that,
Joe, Joe, Joe,
Carolyn.
Joe,
Yeah,
Joe,
I've heard you, Carol. It's
Joe,
Joe. It's not me.
Joe,
It's Joe. It's the other
Joe,
Joe.
Joe.
Told you. I found
Now,
out.
Joe,
I found out.
Joe,
It's the other guy, not me.
why won't it be Joe Biden, Joe?
Because he's not around. Joe
Right?
Biden ain't around anymore.
He ain't around.
Yeah, it
That's
can't be.
my Joe.
He can't be because ain't no sane person can do the stuff that Joe Biden's doing
That's correct.
and still
That's
hang. It just can't be. It just can't be. It just can't be. There's
It's
just
the
no
only
way.
it's the only answer. And
Yeah,
plus
it's the
more and
only
more
answer.
people are waking up to it. It's only taking us years, but
Yeah,
yeah.
well, look at that one where he pinches, you can see in the back of his head, I mean, it was obvious that was a mask
Oh,
in
with
that
the
one
brown
video.
skin
And
underneath.
then the one with the brown skin and the white,
Where
around
was
the
that
neck.
from?
Huh?
We have it in our chat
Yeah,
group, don't we? Did we
yeah,
check?
yeah.
Where was it from though?
I didn't look at where it was from, but I watched the video.
It
It's
really
like, come
matters
on,
where these
man.
things are from.
Joe Biden, it's not Joe Biden. And you can tell because look at the eyes. In one of them, Joe Biden's eyes are slits. And then you'll see, watch at the debate, his eyes will be wide open. It's gonna come on, man. And then Joe Biden, have
Yeah.
you guys
Let me
seen
ask
him?
you something.
What?
Why do people squint?
Huh? Why?
Why do
Well,
people squint? Like Joe Biden
usually
squints
because
a
the
lot.
light is too much, because that's why
Is
I
is
squint.
that
I
really?
am a squinter. I am
Uh-huh.
definitely a
What other
squinter.
reason could somebody squint?
I can't see.
Right, right.
Can't see.
So if we have a president that can't see and they're squinting,
Mhm.
why ain't he wearing glasses or contacts or something? This is all an act. He's squinting
Exactly.
because he's acting.
And then
He's
he
trying to.
squints and he gets that frowny
The other
face.
one has like quarters or in his eyes. Like
Yes. Yeah. Right. When
there's
the
one
State of the
with a
Union,
very pointy, straight nose, and the other one has a crooked nose.
right. And then
Uh,
the ears. Oh my God, dead
the
giveaway.
ears are
Some of them,
different.
sometimes they're laid back and sometimes they're out like, like elephant ears.
And I believe it's his left ear. All right, so one of the ways to see a clone, I didn't mean to go into this, but since we're here,
Might as
one of
well.
the ways to notice a clone is their earlobes.
Yes.
We that are awake know this for, I don't know, 8, 9, 10 years.
Mhm.
Some of this we're learning ourselves as
Yeah,
the
the
years
ears
gone by.
always are a giveaway because they on everybody they're in different positions.
They took after Star Trek. I mean, Star Trek really told it all. Which were the ones that were the clones in Star Trek? The ones on Deep Space Nine. I can't remember. Or even Ferengi, their ears were uh, uh, um, to their face. It was like
To
attached.
their
Their
jaw.
earlobes are
Yeah.
attached to their face.
Mhm.
So when you have a free earlobe, you're not a clone. So if you look at Biden, and they've said this years ago before, but I guess it's just to get people to look. This is why they do these things, to get people to look, right?
Right.
Um, his one ear is different from when he was vice president, and it also is attached to his face. I believe it's actually, I think it's his right ear, but I'm not sure. I don't remember. It's been a while. But those are things to look for. What do you think is going to be? You think it's going to just be an actor and that's going to be the surprise
Yes.
debate?
Yes. Look at how cognitive he is. He's a president. Why would you not vote for this guy? He is at the top of his game. There's nothing wrong with Joe Biden. That's exactly what they're going to portray. If not, they're going to get rid of him. They're going they want to what the I had heard was that they were trying to get rid of Kamala Harris and put Hillary Clinton in as her or whatever's playing Hillary Clinton to see if that could take over, take Joe out and put her as the president. That would be horrible.
Wasn't it supposed to be vice president or something? I thought I remember reading that.
Hmm.
They wanted to take Kamala out and put Hillary as vice.
Yes, that's what I just said.
It
And
doesn't
then
really
and
matter.
then
Oh, is
and
that what
then
you're saying?
and then take Joe out and put
Oh, and
her
then
as
take Joe out
president.
and put her butt in the,
Yes,
it's not
yes,
going to
I
happen. It doesn't
believe
matter.
that's what they were going to
She's
do.
dead.
Yeah.
That's what I was trying to say. I remember a few weeks ago we were talking about, I was saying that Hillary was arrested that day she fainted before the black van. They had her in cuffs, people. I can't
I
understand how
saw,
cops
yeah,
don't
right. I
notice this
saw
right
it.
away.
Mhm.
If I was drawing that person that was Hillary, her arms were put back
In back of her.
and
Yeah.
they were hanging low,
Yeah.
but she is what I forgot to mention, I was going to get, but then we start talking about other shit, and I tend to do that a lot. When, she came out of Chelsea's apartment, I told you she looked different, but then she called Anderson Cooper on CNN to say, oh, I just fainted. It was hot, blah, blah, blah. Now, this was 2019, I believe.
Mm.
2019.
Yeah.
The static on the phone from Hillary to Anderson makes absolutely no sense. Do you have static right now?
Yeah.
We've
Nobody,
been Zooming for 5, 6 years, Joe. Have we ever had static?
no, we have never had static.
So you're telling me,
Even when we saw that, we were watching on there. There
go and
was no
listen to it,
static.
people. I remember this from years ago.
Yeah. There
The
was no
elephant
static.
doesn't forget.
Yeah.
There was static from when why? Why? Well,
Because they're
maybe
trying
because
to hide.
they had to hide her voice a little better. It
Mhm.
wasn't, her actress doesn't have the same vocal tones as she does as a menopausal bitch. No, I mean, she probably went through that 26 years.
Right.
To me, she always seems that way.
Yeah.
Stupid. Oh, I almost said this. I almost said the bad word.
Don't say the bad word.
Hey, whoever's watching, anybody want to come in? You're more than welcome to come in.
Yeah.
We
Ah.
are not, well, I'm definitely not prepared. I was actually studying,
Hmm.
uh, all right. A lot of people believe that the 25th Amendment should have been enacted, and I said no from the very beginning because, first of all, it was probably the left that put that out, right? Shit like that takes too long. Right now, we don't have much time left anyhow, but at the beginning, it would have taken up till now before they had gotten him out of office using that 25th Amendment. That was put in there for their pleasure.
It only
Okay.
takes
There
it
is
only
no such
takes
thing as
that
the
long because
25th
they
Amendment,
yeah, well it only takes that long because they let it take that long.
that's correct, because they control most of Congress.
That's right.
Now,
These people are not for the United States. The people in Congress are not for United States people.
most of
They're
them are.
not.
Most of them are
They're
just
not.
being paid and blackmailed. I
Call
mean,
themselves leaders. Who the hell do they think they are calling themselves leaders? They're
God,
not leaders.
you love that.
I do because they're not leaders. They were never ever meant to be called leaders. They are representatives,
Which we don't need anymore. But that's besides
which
the.
we have Zoom. So why do they need to fly to
It's not that we
Washington?
have Zoom. Just
Yeah.
we can have something better though. But let me get back to what I was trying to say. So forget about the 25th Amendment because it's bullshit anyhow. Okay.
Yeah.
Anything after like the Bill of Rights, the 10th, 11th, maybe the 12th Amendment, I gotta go back and look, is all utter bullshit. It's redundant. We don't need it. Um, I know they needed to close some laws using the Supreme Court, but it just really didn't need it. But to make it federal and show to the people, that's how they did it. Now, Obama was never in the army, was he?
No.
We don't even know where the fuck he
Not
came
not not the United States Army.
from, at least, right? Maybe the Kenyan.
Yeah.
Um,
I believe that's where he was in the military.
Once you take an oath of office, you are commander in chief, right?
That's right. Yep.
Listen to me very carefully, people. I'm doing a lot of study on this. I don't know why this has always intrigued me. So he was literally the commander in chief. Now, as the president, he's commander in chief of the military itself, which means he's the chief of the military. I mean, I don't want to be redundant here, but I want it to stick in your heads that he's literally in command
Mhm.
of our military, all our
Mhm.
military,
Head honcho.
right? Now, if he's caught doing treason from state to state in our own state, there's plenty of topics this can fall under, from drugs to arms to rape to banking, laundering. He can be held accountable by a tribunal,
Mhm.
by a military tribunal. Do we get this?
Mhm.
And that's actually plan B, because plan A, the Congress can actually kick him out. The Congress can kick the president out of his seat.
Yes.
There does not have to be an initiated 25th Amendment.
Mhm.
All you need is two witnesses. And there is far beyond two witnesses for the Clintons, for the Obamas, for the Bushes, and for the Bidens. Plenty. I mean, just ask the dead. The dead voted. The dead that knew stuff, you know.
What is it? What? Yeah. First, you have to ask yourself, what is their job? What is their first primary job? Being a representative of the people of the United States.
And to this
What
country, right?
to protect the people of this country
Right.
That is the very
Well,
first thing that they are supposed to do with the people of this country as representatives is to protect us
there's a
from
certain
outside
committee for that, but
influences. Yes. And they have not done that by not closing the border. They have committed treason.
that's treason. Exactly.
That's what
I,
I'm
I,
getting
I
at.
was getting to that. See, Trump is okay because he tried to build a wall.
That's right.
Now,
He's the
these
only one.
executive orders,
Mhm.
let me just finish
Go
because I'll
ahead.
forget, right? These executive orders can be put in every 3 years. Executive orders, obviously, by the president.
Hmm.
So you guys are going to tell me that Trump just sat on his ass and didn't put these orders in? Didn't change them around every 3 years. So he could have done it twice while in office. Okay?
Mhm.
I'm trying to give you some proof of a foundation of proof that our Constitution is working. It is working. The good guys are making it work. Okay? You're watching a play with the bad guys because there was no other way. If you told like a few 100 million fans of Madonna that she was like some kind of dark princess of Satan and well, doesn't she have like burning crosses in her videos? I mean, heads
Yes,
up. Like, I never thought of anything of it until, you realize how many are in this satanic group.
yeah.
And again, not everybody in the satanic group are Kabbalah, not everybody that's Kabbalah or satanic. Not all of them are Jewish or Muslim or American or German or there's a shitload of them around the world of every fucking nationality. Okay? From every country. And that's what's taking place. We have legitimate people going in, running the country for a short time, or Trump actually went around to a bunch of countries and had them concede to him. That's a great video. I don't know. I wish my sister-in-law knows it. Damn it. I
Maybe
can't
we can
remember
get
the
it
name of
and
the
do
video.
something.
We will get that video and I will share it with you
All
guys
right.
because
Mhm.
that is an amazing video. He had everybody around. Trump had everybody kneeling to him. If not kneeling, but
He didn't kneel. He didn't kneel to nobody and back
no,
down
I
to
said
anybody.
it the opposite.
Yeah,
Are you walking? It's so funny. Looks like you're walking.
I did.
What I'm saying is that there were ways constitutionally to get rid of these people. And you're gonna think that while Trump was in office, he didn't enact these things.
Oh yeah, he
He
did.
put in crimes against humanity, right?
Hmm.
What else did I mean, he had so many,
There's a
he had
wall.
executive orders,
That
but
man
they
was
were
busier than any president I've
right,
ever seen in my
right.
life.
But the thing is, he had to keep things in, like why wouldn't he get rid of Obama's propaganda bill?
Yeah,
Don't
that's what
fling
I
the
don't
glasses around.
understand.
That's why they break so many times. Why? Come on,
Yeah.
think about it. Because if we ended it there, there would be no proof. There wouldn't be enough proof to wake people up, at least, to the true government, to the true happenings of what's going on. We have people in the
True that.
chat, nobody's chatting. Well, I don't know if anybody wants to come in. I'm not sure if I could tell on this screen because usually it would say admit.
Yeah.
There's nothing here. All right, so there was your trial that you dying to get off your chest. Then we talked about we didn't really talk about the debate. What do you think they're going to debate about?
Yeah. What are they going you know what? I'll
What
tell
is
you this
Trump going to
much right
debate about,
now.
that is? Because Biden,
He better go hard at him. That's all I say. Trump needs to go hard at this man. Everybody keeps pussyfooting around this guy. This guy is a bad man. He's always been a bad man. Joe Biden is not a good guy. Never, ever has he been a good guy. So I think that everybody's Trump. I think he should really double down on this guy and he should really give it to him hard. Don't let up and be relentless.
do you think he's going to come out as an actor? Or do you think maybe he'll shit his pants? What
I
did
don't
they
know.
say that he's
I
gonna
wonder
do
if Trump was
something?
gonna ask him, why don't you take a drug test, Joe?
Oh, did anybody see our short on that? That
I would
little
love
funny
to,
I
I
made?
would love it if he puts it out there. Why don't you take a drug test,
We
Joe?
just did.
Yeah, sorry.
No, no, no. It's just making fun of that little short that we had.
Yeah, I just want him to, because I mean, this guy is Joe Biden is out there. He's not there.
But it's not him, so who cares?
Yeah, or well, the guy, right? The guy who's supposedly portraying this guy is not there either. Or they're portraying him
He's
as
a
the
really
guy
good
is
actor, is what
there.
he is. When Biden
Something's
tripped
wrong.
going up the stairs, I have a picture of it. In fact, it's on the last, I think it's on the Malarkey. If anybody went to see the Malarkey video, I, I don't know why everything is dealing with butts lately. Sorry. Um, oh God, that's pretty funny.
Because it's Joe Biden did it. He's the one that did it, man.
But when he's going up this, that's true. It's true. It's all his fault. But when he's going up the stairs, a man that falls up the stairs at his age does not, his arm was all wrong. He knew to catch himself. I can't explain it. His posture was that of a younger man. Okay. Oh, who's that, Darian?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
No, you're not.
Sorry, I
We
gotta
can't
come in here
see.
and burst some bubbles.
You're gonna burst our bubbles?
Yeah, mute.
Well, let him burst bubbles. I'll go get coffee. Coffee. Did I say it? Coffee. You could say hello to people in the chat. There's only Joe, but coffee. I'll go get coffee, Joe. You okay? You could take an intermission. Just put Darian on.
How do we do an intermission? Yeah, we need to. Okay, so that's all.
Put Darian on.
That's an admission.
Yeah, we're gonna take just a tad of a break. Hold on, guys. I got
Sorry
a
about that.
problem.
The coffee's cold. I have to heat it up, but let me see. I'm not sure if this works.
Okay.
Don't worry about it.
All right.
Oh, look, we could see ourselves.
Yeah, there we are. Okay.
Amazing.
Are you?
Oh, where'd Darian go? I have all this shit open. He's not gonna yell at me.
Yeah. He's Let's
See
let's
everything-
get another subject going. What do you think we ought to talk about?
I have to wait for my coffee to heat up.
Are we on intermission? I didn't put us
thought-
in intermission.
I thought it would be
Mm-mm.
funny if
Oh yeah, here you go.
all right, I'll be back in 2 minutes.
Watch
Distinguished
this,
guests,
guys.
please welcome
Go like
the
this.
Honorable Lloyd J.
It's crazy.
Oh yeah.
Spot. Spot.
Squad.
Spot. Spot. Isn't that funny? I think it's hilarious. I get off on that every time, man. Oh man. Let's see.
What-
Well, it ended. It was great.
Hold on. Coffee's
Okay.
done. I just started milk it up. Cream it up.
All right. We're still here. I'm just looking for something, you know, because I'm just looking. I really don't have anything else to say either tonight. I mean, I've been working, so I don't have too much chance to catch up with this new schedule that I got.
That's
So
true.
it takes a little bit of time to catch up in the news.
Man, today is the first day that I've had coffee in um
A very long
4
time.
days.
Mhm.
You can't imagine. The only one I felt comfortable to
They
relate
did.
with
They
Peter
did. I
Griffin.
know they did. The FBI raided a mayor's house today in Oakland, California. The mayor of
Really?
Oakland, yes, for corruption. Yeah, linked to political corruption.
These are the lower guys.
But
What,
yeah, they haven't said
what did he
what
do?
it was. Yeah,
Um,
this is
I,
just the beginning.
I love Family Guy. No, he was talking about Peter Griffin.
Yeah,
I like the cartoons tell you.
yeah, they did.
Futurama, Simpsons, South Park. Oh, they literally come out and tell you. You must watch a few cartoons, guys. I mean, these people know something you don't know. They might have been treated differently being cartoonists. I have no idea. I mean, just what they can get away with.
The
And this
cartoons.
is going back 30 years ago. I mean, Simpsons have been
Yeah,
on how long? I don't even know.
yeah, we're seeing
Tracy
truth from the
Ullman.
cartoons.
Tracy Ullman.
Can you believe the cartoons are telling us the truth now? The cartoons.
Well, it's not the cartoons.
They
It's
always have been.
that would be who's there's Cohen and El Groening, I think that's his name. All of them, they know. They were probably invited to the bigger parties. Like I said, remember, they like push it in your face as much as they possibly can without going over.
Yeah.
They make it a game, but I do believe there's some good guys like them because they're just like telling you straight out. The
They are
Homer
now,
goes
for
into
sure.
vote between Obama and McCain, and it keeps pressing McCain. You know, he's trying to vote Obama, and McCain keeps coming up like 6 times, 7 times, and that's eight votes for President McCain. He's like, no. And how long ago was this, guys? Right? So they knew about the Dominion.
Did.
They did.
So they must have been taking our vote and changing our vote for a very long time. Even
Correct.
you were voting for somebody you didn't know you were voting for. So
Now,
the guy you were voted for,
for years.
he got
For years.
changed.
Well, look at what they did to
I don't like that shit at all.
who's the vice president? Who was Clinton's? The one, the
The
green
guy
guy,
from Virginia.
Al Gore. Al
Oh.
Gore. Look at what they did to Al Gore with in Florida with Jeb. Well, Jeb was governor.
Jeb was
It's-
that guy. Jeb Bush was he's a court. Piece of court.
He was such a doughboy at the funeral.
Ugh.
You see his look when they got the letters? You know what those letters say, right?
Yeah.
They know
They're fun.
everything. I'm sorry. That's exactly what they say. And if you if you think that's fake, then
Yep.
I what else would it say? You know,
They
it
know
shocked the shit
everything.
out of them.
That's why they're getting they're doubling down now, and they're really, really pushing hard their agenda, because right now that they're in power, they can push a little hard and they can push against Trump. But
Would
once
make
they're
sense.
out, they're done for. Their
Jeb
power
would
is
know his own
finished.
father's signature too.
Mhm.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut. I
That's
you
okay.
see, I get into something and I'm like, oh, in the
No,
mirror.
I know how your conspiracies are. It's how our brain works.
Oh, I know.
It just
I'm
keeps moving.
horrible.
Just keeps moving. It flows, it stops in one place, and then it moves on.
You're good like that too with your you got some kind of energy. I don't know. If we were supposed to see, I do believe that our wise souls made up a path for us for this matrix, right? And there are reasons. Now, not everything in life is beautiful. We didn't want it couldn't be helped. Like
Right.
we picked our spouses, we picked our friends, they picked us to help us learn certain things throughout life. Things happen to you for a reason throughout life. People die. I hate to say it, but they probably picked it to help others. You know, this was their
McDonald's never got the
goal.
order.
Time to eat. That's okay. That's okay. Do you have to go eat? You want to end it?
No, we're good.
Okay. So
You're just talking.
we created our divine life
Mhm.
through God. I mean, God, it's all through God, right? So it sounds so nonchalant when it's all about God and the divinity and the whatever. Because I see it scientifically. I can't help it. I still, even though it's God and you guys are like religious, I mean, I understand it, but I still find it more like I have to understand it on a scientific level. So we did this. We created our worlds that we're in. They're not perfect, but we have to do it to fight to get this battle of
Mhm.
evil out of here. This evil is killing this planet. It's killing everything on the planet, including us. You know, hence the fact they only want 500 million people alive, enough to do their slave work, right? The Georgian Guidestones say this. Read, go on YouTube. You can find the Georgian Guidestones and see exactly what they say. It's in like 8 different languages. They believe it was a Rothschild that put it up. I don't know. Who cares? It's still freaky. You know, it's all about being one with nature, but who's the biggest? People are the biggest part of nature. What? Like, just go read it. These people were out of their minds, if you want to call them people. Oh, you know what, Joe,
Mm.
you were right. I
What?
have something else.
What?
You said you see Carol and you'll just start talking, right? So, do you remember the
Good
Fred
that way.
Rogers movie?
Which one?
Fred Rogers, Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood.
Yeah.
There was a movie made with Tom Hanks played Fred
Mhm.
Rogers. Oh, you know, I can't. I at that point I wasn't able to watch him because I already knew. Um,
He was a good guy.
Fred was, Tom was
Yeah.
not,
Yeah.
but yet they were related.
No.
They were related
Oh,
by
that's a shame.
like yeah, exactly. Like six cousins, sixth cousin or something. It was crazy, but then look at their statures and you can actually see it. You can see it in Fred Rogers. You can see some of Tom, especially when he was a little bit younger. Now, it's very possible because this man loved children, right? He loved children.
Mhm.
He went and took his last few years in college in his um oh, what do they call it? The schooling for priests, the ministry, you know. He was a minister. He became a minister. And he did not like the TV. In fact, he despised BoobTube, you know, and he decided to use it to his um for his reasons to pass on God. He would never talk about God on TV or his beliefs, but he was a very strong Christian man.
hmm
But he tried to show it in the children's programming, right? And he despised TV, but he used it like exactly what I keep saying. We're using their tools against him. Well,
Yes.
Fred, I'm wondering now. I mean, the reason Tom Hanks played is because they make fun of everything. They make fun of all the wars we died in, all the Titanic destruction, everything you could think of. They're the ones that create and make millions and billions of dollars
Off of death.
off of our
Death.
tragedies. Correct.
hmm
But this might have been, so that's why Tom Hanks did it. But why Fred did it might have been an opposite reason. He proved to me that he was a good man. He didn't have tattoos. He wasn't.
He was an officer
He
in
was
the
an officer.
in the Marines.
Oh, what did they say about that? Oh, I can't remember.
Mhm.
But he may have known what was going on in the other half of his family,
I believe.
right? And decided to fight against it in his own way. He knew, and like I said, the Illuminati would let him do that. They would. Oh, you could put all the symbolism you want right in front of their faces. They so stupid they ain't gonna wake up.
Yeah.
Meaning us.
Yeah. They really believe we're really stupid.
We
They
were
really
stupid.
believe we're dumb.
Well, thankfully, some people woke up and knew.
A lot
Or
of
some
us have
people
woken
knew it wasn't right. This has been going on for
decades.
centuries since Lincoln had his secret meeting in his kitchen.
Yeah.
All right, and probably prior. Like I said, I don't think I've said it before. George Washington didn't want to be a president.
Well, we didn't.
He was put no, he was forced into it, and I think it's because he realized.
Well, they told him
was-
they didn't have anybody else that could rally the country together but you because you're already a figure. He was a figurehead.
Well, I think he wanted to be
Everybody
on the
loved him.
field. But I think he knew that he was going to be the first president of yet another poisonous
I believe
country.
he did know.
Eventually, he knew that the Constitution would help. That's probably why they had to write the Constitution. They had to brain it out. I can't imagine. Those men were genius. I would love
Well, they
to.
were trying to get away from what's happened to our government now. That's what they were trying to get away from. See, so all of those guys that signed the Declaration of Independence were all criminals. They were criminals of the king,
Of the monarchy.
of the monarchy,
But
which supposedly had control of this place because a lot of places were
They did.
already built here in the United States. There was
That's exactly
houses,
it.
cities, towns, whatever you call them. They were built up. They were pretty big, so it was
I gotta get
there was a lot of people here.
there was already colonization. I gotta get Charles's treatise ready
Mhm.
because it explains a lot of what happened since the federal bank opened with our money and gold, and it's very interesting. Everything was planned out. Everything. They owned the federal bank. They owned the Pony Express. Who else could afford to do this and pay those guys those wages so they wouldn't get killed by Indians? Right? I mean, it was like police work almost because you could get killed and robbed and whatever riding
Mhm.
across those desert areas. Oh, that's hot. All right. Do we have anything else in the chat?
No,
Inflation, don't you
Okay.
know? Inflation's everything. No, I don't know. I guess that's it because I'm talked out already. I'm feeling better, guys, by the way.
Yeah.
Thank you for all the prayers and well wishes. It's so weird, Joe, I don't know, because I share to a lot of groups, and sometimes we don't get that many views, but I do see it in the groups. There's so many likes and laughs with some of them, and it sucks because they just don't sign up for YouTube. And
Mhm.
I'm just not one to pressure anybody I don't really care. But
We
it's
wish you.
really good to know that people in the groups are paying attention and they like
Mhm.
it. It's
Yeah.
it's more than just a handful that are on YouTube with us. Um, yeah, that's kind of cool. I do belong to a lot of conspiracy groups now. I'm trying to, because there's no other way. I mean, far be it for me to say that it's conspiracies versus reality, but that's pretty much what it is. It is.
Conspiracies and reality are coming together.
Right. Well,
You
yeah, you
know.
could say it that way. It's becoming one because it is one of because there's certain questions that people aren't asking that should be asked.
Exactly.
Like why Trump didn't take out the propaganda bill that Obama put in a few
I
years
want to
prior.
know. I really want. I hope he goes after these people that have attacked him. Because if he doesn't, then they'll just do it when he's gone. That's the way I see it. They'll just do it all over again after he's gone. They'll go right back to the way it was before.
Well, that's the whole
I don't want.
point. What Q did was demolish everything from the top to the bottom. So right now they're going after the bottom. Wait, was there something about Trump's trial recently? The one in New York, obviously. I thought,
There's something. There's something in the works where he's supposed to be getting back. He's going to get back all that money from that E.G. Carroll. She's not going to get to keep all that money. I hope everybody knows that.
how does anybody fall for that? Like,
You know?
this is a millionaire, billionaire that could be with any model, prefers obviously the Eastern European women.
Not that
Like
nasty
myself.
E. Jean Carroll.
And Stormy Daniels? Look, if that woman didn't have the fake breasts, I would think she was a man too. Like she looks like every typical like Pamela Anderson and
As rich as he is, he's not going to go for some
no,
fucking
low
whore
life.
like her who's had every dick
They
in the
are.
world.
That's right.
No, they're not. He's
Right.
not going to go for her. Sorry, it doesn't work
Right.
that way.
The
Not in
difference is
anybody's world.
Melania and Ivanka
These
had
people are
and
dumb.
I don't know that much about Marla Maples, but they all had, as far as I know, they were classy.
They were
I
very
mean,
beautiful women too.
yes,
Very
Melania,
beautiful.
God, she's
They
like
were
a
not.
lioness, this
They were
woman.
not ugly whores
That's what you should.
like Stormy Daniels. You know, who's had it from everybody. You know, that's just
Yeah.
not good. I know,
She
right?
looks
That's
like
what I
she
hear.
looks like a, and I'm gonna tell you again,
You
I
look
think
like a
Freddie
man.
Willis is a man. What'd you say, Joe?
You look like a man.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. I put that in the
Yeah, you did.
I did.
I
Because
mean, yeah, she got some
she does.
big boobs, but yeah,
See, I don't have the pictures ready, but I
that's
mean,
just it. You know, that's all she's
look
got.
at it yourself. Look at her neck. Now, there are women that go through changes and whatever, and their neck gets a little bigger. And of course, we all get I have them too. I'm 47, but not a big rectangle. Okay. Look at Kamala Harris's neck. Look at their necks, people. They've had operations on them. They've had, they, men that turn into women have this procedure done on their apple back then. I'm going back 20, 30 years ago, I think, called shaving. I don't, ugh, I hate talking about this shit, but they literally would shave down the Adam's apple. But I'm guessing later on with better surgery techniques, better plastic surgery, they thought they could just remove it or something because it just don't look right.
Right.
It don't look right. And I'm sorry, I have friends, older, younger, bigger, heavier, smaller, taller, and they still don't have those necks. You know what I'm saying? I mean, look at your next door neighbor, look at your mother, look at your sister, look at your aunts, whatever you want to compare it to, and be like, holy shit, there's something wrong there. I wish Reb was on. Brother Reb had a mini stroke, so everybody, or I don't know if it was a mini stroke. He said it didn't last long. So he was in the hospital this morning. So please give a prayers up to our brother Reb, Robert Bertram.
Definitely. Always.
But was he the one that put that in the chat?
I think so.
The
Yeah.
one with the,
Yeah.
I don't know how long ago that was. See, I don't keep up well with the news because I really makes me sick. The third dimensional news makes me sick now.
Oh God, is it hard to listen to? Oof.
Right?
Oh.
It
no,
is.
I
It's
can't.
just, oh, here are the
Can't.
cars,
I just
Fords. Oh,
can't.
I know. I know. You even have a problem with it.
Oh man, it's just so stupid. Just I don't get it. And then now they're blaming us for everything they're doing and did.
It's been said by everybody. They're
Just
blaming
don't.
us for everything they've been doing. But who's writing it all down? Who's keeping the tabs? Who's keeping the notes? Who's the secretary? Oh, who's the one? Who's the treasury?
Yellen, Janet Yellen, that lady, God, she talks like she's retarded. Did you know that? Have you heard her?
I've watched her a few times. Yeah.
And then, I mean, if she's so smart, why is everything so astronomically high? I mean, everything. Oh, that's okay. They're buying it. They're spending money anyway. So why not? Why drop the prices on anything? I go, what? To give everybody a break, lady. That's why.
Right, right. She was arguing with Kennedy, John Kennedy from Louisiana about it, and I was laughing because he's like, I know exactly what you're doing, lady. You're giving us higher rates now of inflation, So right before, a few months before the election, you're gonna go down and show how great the economy is to give America a sugar high. I
Yeah.
love how Kennedy puts his shit.
Yeah. She's going to
You're
give
gonna
everybody
give
a sugar
America
high.
a sugar high, aren't you? I know what you're up to, yeah, lady.
Yeah.
I mean, it's true. It's
No,
exactly
we're not. We wouldn't
right.
do that.
I don't understand what you're talking about. No, if we did it this way, no, lady, if you just take the cheaper rate in the first place, everything is cheaper. I
Right.
mean, that's just the way it works.
Right.
Hello? Who put this woman in charge? She's gonna be Biden's grandmother. Here it is. I found it. Can you believe that?
I don't know where she gets her economic skills from, but they really do suck.
She's as bad as me in economics, and I think I'm better than she. That's terrible. All right,
God.
so Travis for Trump. Travis, the number 4 _ Trump. Travis _4 _ Trump. Okay. He got it from Power Lunch Biden on wealth tax, CNBC. He posted it 6/12/24. And Biden clearly has a cutoff face
Yeah, did you see what he did the other day? Yeah, they were sitting there when he was, I don't know, at some kind of press conference. I don't remember what it was, but he's sitting there and he's looking at everybody. He's got that shit-eating grin on his face, and he's just sitting there and they're yelling questions at him. And he looks over at him and he just goes, blah, 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 blah.
Thank you, Joseph. Oh yeah,
What?
yeah. Yeah, I've heard about. I heard about that. I didn't get
You're
to
the
see it quite yet.
president of the United States, dude.
No,
Don't
he's
talk
not.
like that.
Well, how long has it taken people to wake up? Really?
A long
Really? How
time.
long is it taking?
Obviously, a long
It's
time.
your guys' faults. I'm sorry. Wake the
Oh,
fuck up. That's
I
not
wonder.
Biden.
I wonder if it's the guy that they have playing. I wonder if the guy that's playing him is really a crazy dude.
No. The people that are
Because
playing
how else
him,
could they get somebody to play Biden and do everything that this guy is doing?
there are people that are making up for their wrongs.
Could be.
All right. So they're kind of forced to play the role.
Okay.
There are people that are getting sick. I do believe that even Bruce Willis played Durham.
Yeah.
I do
Yeah,
believe
there's
that.
look, there it is right there.
Mhm.
There it is. Clear as day right there. And then if you notice the eyes on the guy, see
Somebody
the
else
eyes,
says
how
it
open
too.
they are? The
Yeah,
eyes
it's
are
not the
very open.
right.
So
Looking at it, you
Mhm.
could tell the ear is a mask. It's like
Yeah. If you
the
can't
hair
tell that's a
isn't
mask, you are not paying attention. If you can't
the
see that.
hair is not real.
Yeah, look at the guy.
Well, I
Look.
said it the other day, didn't I?
Yeah.
About
Mhm.
videos. Um, there's the Nancy Pelosi video, and there's the one of Biden, Obama taking Biden by the
Yeah.
arm.
Do you have a picture
Look
of
at
Biden with the slight slits for eyes?
Huh?
Do you have a picture of Biden with the slits for eyes?
I want to get off, Joe. I don't want to go
Oh,
looking
okay.
through this
I
stuff.
was just wondering.
Well, I want to do pictures another day.
Okay.
Well, it's in our it's part of our memes in the community.
Yeah. Well,
I
yeah, you
put
can
one
see
up.
it.
I definitely have.
Yeah, just start noticing. Look at the way they look, man, because they're not playing right. Something's wrong. Something's afoot.
It's supposed to either be James Woods, James Biden, James Woods, and Jim Carrey. Now, if this doesn't get taken down, it's either that we have such a small group that don't give a shit about us, or CERN has been taken over, CERN, the computer system
I hope
under
so.
Geneva Lake. Geneva. The Geneva Convention, right? That's where all the bad stuff was. Okay. They lied.
Well, they
Oh,
lied
let me,
about everything. They never told us the truth.
um, Zeb
Politicians, liars.
and Danielle put up a post about the Vatican having 50 million sealed documents under the
Need to stop
50
electing
miles.
lawyers. Lawyers are licensed to lie. Stop
That's
electing them.
That's not what it's supposed to be. We're all supposed to know law.
Yes.
That's how it's supposed to be. Therefore, if we get into trouble, we don't need lawyers. And then there are supposed to be only constitutional laws, not all the laws that they give us, like income tax and property tax, and you don't own what's under your ground. To put a
Yeah.
pool in, you
That's
need to
all a
go
bunch
through
of
this.
bull crap.
It is all a bunch of bull crap.
Yeah, it is.
It is a bunch of bull. People jaywalking.
Really?
Well, if you're that stupid to like take a carriage across the street in the middle of the street and it's a 4-lane avenue, then you're a butt fuck. What can I tell you? Look, you're an idiot. Okay?
Right.
But it's still not against the law. It's not against the law not to wear a seatbelt. It's just not. Patch used to argue that, and I agree with him.
It
I
is
think
here.
it's stupid
Right.
to not wear a seatbelt at this day and age. I mean, you might as well,
Well, you can
help
get a ticket
save
for not
yourself.
wearing a seatbelt here in New Mexico.
huh?
You can get a ticket for not wearing a seatbelt here in New Mexico.
Anywhere in the States. There are like helmet rules differ.
Yeah,
Turning
yeah,
on
like you don't
turning
have
on
to
the
wear a
red
helmet.
on the right
Right.
differ.
You should.
But a lot of laws, like cell phone laws, differ. I can't believe you can be on your cell phone in Florida. There is no law. Like, we've been back-ended. We've been
Hmm.
bumped from a guy was on, and I saw him in the mirror, in the rearview mirror. I saw him texting, or he wasn't like, he was like this with his phone. That's in New York. That was in Staten Island.
Hmm.
I don't know why we didn't. We all stopped and stuff, but Hawkeye's snoring. You guys don't hear him?
Uh-uh.
No?
I don't hear.
You miss your daddy, no? Guess not. Poor Hawkeye's got to go to the vet. He's got bumps all over him, just like his mama. Something up here causes like these, I don't know,
Heat.
like the one I
Maybe
got
they're
on my
heat.
shoulder.
Maybe
I
they're
have to-
heat bumps.
I don't think so. I got that when the doctor changed my medication.
Hmm.
Medications suck, man. All right. See, if Big Pharma really cared about us, then they'd have answers. They'd have solutions before having pills that you pop in, you know,
No, somebody said
to make them richer.
somebody said that to remember that they worked really hard to keep ivermectin from us.
Yeah.
Yet they don't do anything about fentanyl.
It's exactly.
Hmm.
Um,
Fentanyl kills us. Ivermectin
hydroxychloroquine, which would have
Yeah.
helped people during COVID,
Right.
they wouldn't allow. I mean,
That
things
one
have
and
to
ivermectin.
happen for you to open your eyes. This is the way to open your eyes. Oh, but Trump had a little piece of it in stock in France, and I'm like, so the fuck what? Because he's smart. You're
Yeah, that's right.
dumb. He's done his research. You
You
have
should have
not.
put money there too, dummy.
Right. That's why
You
we're
would have
doing
made money too if you would have done it. He wasn't dumb.
All right,
He
it's
knew
12
what
already.
was going to happen. That everybody was going to go crazy, and they did. Look what happened to the toilet paper. They bought up all the toilet paper, and then they couldn't get rid of it. So a lot of people are stuck with all that toilet paper because the
See,
stores.
there's a conspiracy that this that ship that blocked the Suez Canal
Mhm.
happened a year earlier,
Mhm.
and we just didn't get the news about it. And that's why we're watching a movie, because all this shit was happening by our government, by our military. Because if you think about it, there's no way we could have had such a shortage in such a short period of time. So it probably happened prior, and the shortage already started to happen. Do you understand?
Yep.
Do you understand? I know I say that a lot, but it's a Doctor Who quote. My ex-boyfriend used to say, you understand? I love my Doctor Who and Star Trek. Sorry, can't help it. Oh no, Dingo's on. Now I've taken over the world. It's all okay. Brett said that he finished a studio so that you'd be coming on with us, Brett. That's
Oh, nice.
yeah,
That'd be
whenever you
great.
want. I mean, because we talk about a little bit of everything, and
Yeah.
actually, I'd like to talk more about that Pauline Hanson that you got over there in Australia. Sarah brings her up, and I've done a little bit more research on her, but I want to know more. She's definitely a little spitfire. I like her. So, but I think we're gonna go for now.
Okay.
Joseph, thank you for the prayers. I'm hoping Brother Red will come on.
Yeah.
Hop in one night and say hello, but he's
Always going to pray for that man. He's a good man.
he is a good man. It just he's too young to be going through this. Well, You know what? Nobody should be going through this. Nobody.
Yeah.
You know, like I
Well-
said before, figure out cures first before handing out pills.
Exactly.
I nearly kicked my doctor in the. So it's like, lady, I don't like taking pills, lady. But you got carpal tunnel. Here's some steroids. Those steroids went into the garbage. I could never take them. In fact, I went to holistics, and the girl was good enough, and she showed me exactly how to do it. And sure enough, when it comes back, I'll do it for a day or two, give myself a rub down, in other words. And it doesn't bother me until I do something wrong or the cold weather, like twice a year, really. And I do believe that's better than taking, 14 days of steroids. Will it ever fully heal? What really does at this age?
Nothing.
Nothing heals.
Nothing.
I did want to thank Charlie also for sharing that, and I will share it next time. We'll do some pictures next time.
Okay.
It was the experiences you go through when ascending to the fifth dimension. I didn't know that. I knew there were things, but I didn't know there was such an order.
Yeah.
And
There is.
I'd say there's only 2 or 3 that I'm not aware of yet, out of like over a dozen of them, or about a dozen. So I'll definitely share that next time we're on. And you tell me if you're going through some of that stuff. They used to say the people that take certain pills will see things like peripheral vision. They'll see
Mhm.
things on the sides and stuff. Well, that's been happening a lot to me. And I know I've been sick and I know I've had, but you see, this also could be a reason.
See us
Imbalance
too.
from the ears and the eyes.
Hmm.
It's like seeing another. So I wonder if it's always been drug, or do certain drugs allow you to see that stuff? Maybe there is something right in front of our faces that we can't see. We're just not on the same frequency. And just by
Right.
changing that channel of electricity, you'd be able to see it. Or by waking up or ascending. I'm not sure. We'll figure it all out together. I'm really new at this. You would think I'm old. I'm old with the conspiracies. I'm new with this new crap. But I believe it. I just do. It's in my heart and soul, baby.
It's all
We're
new.
evolving. What's wrong with believing that we're evolving? As long as we're not, we are evolving. To be honest with you, we have, let's see, there's an extra skin on some stomachs now to protect between the muscles and the stomachs. I guess it might help during being a
Good.
fetus. And there's actual extra skin growing under our wrists, certain people, not everybody. But this is a sign of evolution because it's helping. It's extra help. And I think people are being born without certain things too. I'll do more research on that. It's very interesting. But that is a part of evolution. So what's so wrong with believing that we're evolving? You know, hell, moths do it. The caterpillars turn into butterflies, that kind of shit. That's evolution right in front of us. It's just a shorter period of time. It's really all it is, phases, right? All right, Joe, anything else?
No, I think that's all we've got for the night. We'll be on in a day or so. And we'll be talking about other stuff.
Well, that was
Liven it up.
fascinating, Joe. We're gonna come
Yeah.
on later and talk about other stuff.
Well, there'll be other stuff in the news I haven't looked at yet.
No, I
'Cause
know. I don't
I'm
even
really
give a
far
shit about it.
behind.
I actually wanted to just hear about what you thought about the debate. And it was kind of funny that you said, well, they're going to have an actor doing it.
Well,
That
they
was what you
said
first said to
they
me.
said Joe Biden's going to surprise us.
Joe
What's the
Biden
surprise?
surprises, baby.
What's the surprise? That he did a lot of drugs, or that it's not really Joe Biden and it's a guy with a mask on?
He's going to use a diaper.
Yeah, because he's back at home right now, wherever its home is, and he's cramming for the debate. Why would you need to to cram for the debate if you're the commander in chief. You're supposed to know everything about the country and everything that's going on. Why would you need to cram for that? Makes no sense.
It makes no sense that somebody so feeble would be in office. I mean, why aren't people just like, we're tired of a feeble old white man in office? Geez, where have I heard that before?
Right.
You're yawning now. You worked
Yeah,
all
I'm
day.
sorry.
You work
That was
tomorrow.
an accident. I didn't mean to. It was an
Dingo said-
accident, man.
I just want to say this one thing about Dingo
Okay.
says about Pauline Hanson. They
Mhm.
tried to shut her up, so
Ooh.
they jailed her.
Oh
Yeah, Australia doesn't fuck around.
no, they're
They
turning,
really
they're
had it
turning
very.
socialist.
They had it terrible,
They're turning
and she
socialist.
came back a winner. Pauline came
Good.
back, and she's still fighting, and they want her to be PM, the prime minister. So let's
Good.
hope for that. Let's give
I
them.
hope it happens, and I hope she
Pauline, you
carries
got
that.
a few cheerleaders here in the States,
Yep.
so
Get rid of those
Yeah.
liberals, man. Screw them.
hell yeah. Hell yeah. Listen, it's not about liberals. It really isn't. Stop
Exactly.
thinking it's about Democrats, Republicans, liberals. It's about
Cabal.
good
It's
and
the
evil.
cabal. It's the nasty people.
It's the nasty. It's about the good and evil. It's about educating people. You could go live the way you want. You want blue hair. You want to study
Yeah.
music and have, hair under your arms. Who the fuck cares? They do it in France and they don't even shower. So who
You.
cares? You're nothing
Yuck.
special. You're nothing special because you have tattoos all over your face, or you have piercings where they normally aren't, or you got tattoos that say, Black Power. Who cares? You're not
Right.
special. You're
Nobody is.
just another person,
That's
right?
right.
The only thing that makes you special is that you're involved with the rest of us. We
Right.
are part of humanity together.
Right.
You're not special alone. You never will be, because you're born and you die just like we do. And
Good
hopefully
versus evil. It's always been.
live in between that and live happy. The only way to be happy is not to hate.
That's right.
That was another kindergarten lesson.
Yeah.
And I forgot what conspiracy Biden is. He's conspiracy number 1432B or
Something
something.
like that. Yeah.
I'm only kidding. I have no idea. All right, guys, we're gonna say goodbye. Good night. We love you. Peace out. All right. Love you guys. Thanks for joining us.
Good night, everybody.